Hi guys, welcome back to Next Director's Chair. They're looking at the wonderful world of Wolfgang Petersen, so let's get into it. Welcome back to the Next Episode Director's Chair. We talk about directors, they were talking about Wolfgang Petersen. Now for it, don't forget to subscribe and click notification bell. Rest algorithm. So I'm gonna go through his movies and get started full bounce, so start. So he had another movie, I don't know what it's called, but I don't know what it's called, so let's get into his So yeah, let's get into his movie. So 1974, we had One of the Other Us, which was a West German film. It was Petersen's first theatrical feature film, and was based on a novel the same name by Horst Bozetzi. It starred Karl Schwarzkopf, Jürgen Prochnow, Ike Sommer, and Ulla Jacobson, and so yeah, I've not seen this movie, and so yeah, I don't know if it's good or not. So yeah, 1981 we have Das Boot, which was a West German war film, and it was an adaptation of Lather Gunther Buchheim's 1973 not a German novel. It stars Jürgen Prochnow, Herbert Grönemeyer, and Klaus Wennemann. It made $84.9 million on a $32 million budget. It was among the most expensive films in German cinema, but it was a commercial success and received positive reviews. So as Das Boot. In 1984, we had The Never Ending Story. Now this was a fantasy film. And this was also Wolfgang Petersen's first English language film. And it's based on a 1979 novel of the same name by Michael Ende. So yeah, this starred Noah Hathaway, Barrett Oliver, Tammy Stronach, Patricia Hayes, Sidney Bromley, Jared McRaney, and Moses Gunn. And it made $100 million or $60 million budget. So yeah, it received positive reviews, and it was the first non-hand film series. It adapts only the first half of the book, and constantly does not convey the message of the title as it was portrayed in the novel. The second half of the book was subsequently used as a rough basis for the second film, and The Never Ending Story 2, the next chapter. The third film, Never Ending Story 3, Escape from Fantasia, has an original plot not based on the book. So, yeah, this one's good. So that's The Never Ending Story. Then in 1985, we had An Enemy Mine, which was a science fiction action film. It's based on Barry B. Longyear's novella of the same name. It stars Dennis Quaid and Louis Gary Jr. It made $12.3 million, $29 million budget. It was a box office failure during the 1985 holiday season. However, the film was successful in the form of Southern humor when it became the first Western sci-fi film shown in theaters. It later gained a cult following. I think this is one of my favorite Wolfgang Petersen films, so that's going to be my good movie. Then 1991 we had Shattered, which was a psychological thriller, and it starred Tom Berenger, Greta Scacchi, Bob Hopkins, Joanne Whaley, and Corbin Burnson. It made $11 million on $22 million budget, and this movie got negative reviews, so this was okay. That Shattered. Then in 1993 we had In the Line of Fire, which was a political action thriller film. It starred Clint Eastwood, John Malkovich, Rene Russo, Dylan McDermott, Gary Cole, Fred Dalton Thompson, and John Mahoney, and it made $187 million or $40 million budget. And And yeah, so it was a critical commercial success. I like this movie, so it's in the line of fire. Then in 1995 we had Outbreak, um which was a medical disaster film. Um, they starred Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo, Morgan Freeman, Cooper Gooding Jr., Patrick Dempsey, Donald Sutherland, and Kevin Spacey. And it made 189.8 million, a $50 million budget. Um, it was a box office success, and Spacey won two awards for his performance. A real life outbreak of the Ebola virus was occurring in Zayn when the film was released, and this movie's okay. So that's Outbreak. Then in 1997 we had Air Force One, which was a political action thriller. Starred Harrison Ford, Gary Oldman, Wendy Crewson, um, Paul Guilfoyle, William H. Macy, Lizelle Matthews, and Dean Stockwell. Made $315.2 million, $85 million budget. It received the film was a box office success and received mostly positive reviews. It became the fifth highest grossing film of 1997. So yeah, this is so it's a good movie. So that's Air Force One. Then 2000 we had The Perfect Storm. This was a biographical, a disaster drama. It's based on the 1997 creative non-fiction book of the same name by Sebastian Junger. It stars George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, Diane Lane, William Fichtner, Karen Allen, Bob Gunton, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, John C. Reilly. It made $328.7 million on a $120 million budget. It received mixed reviews, and I thought it was a good movie. So it's Perfect Storm. Yeah, 2004 we had Troy, which was an epic historical war film, and is based on Light Laid by Homer Postahomerica, and Quintus Cineros, and it stars Brad Pitt, Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom, Diane Kruger, Brian Cox, Sean Bean, Brendan Gleeson, Ross Byron, Pete O'Toole, Gary Hedlund. It made $497.4 million on $175 to $85 million budget, making it the 60th highest grossing film at the time of its release. However, it received mixed reviews, with critics praising its entertainment value and Pitt's performance, but criticizing its story and unfaithfulness to the lead itself. And I've seen this movie; it's okay. And there's also the eighth highest grossing film of 2008, no 2004. That's Troy. Then 2006 we had Poison, which was an action disaster film. It is the third film adaptation of Paul Gallico's 1969 novel, The Poison Adventure, and a loose remake of the 1972 film of the same name. It starred Kurt Russell, Josh Lucas, Richard Dreyfuss, Emmy Rosen, Jacinda Barrett, Mike Vogel, Mia Mastro, Jimmy Bennett, and Andre Brewer. It made $181.7 million, $160 million budget. It received mixed and negative reviews, and it was a box office bomb. So then finally, in 2016, we had Verge Gegen Die Bank, which means fought against the bank. Was a German comedy crime film. It was Petersen's first German language film since Das Boot, and it starred Lil Schweiger, Matthias Schweinhofer, Michael Herbig, and Jan-Jos Leifers. It made $9 million, and it received positive reviews. And then sadly, Wolfgang Petersen would pass away on 12th of August 2022 at the age of 81. So even though he died, his work will still be remembered. It'll still be influential, and it'll still be enjoyable, entertaining. So that's it. That is the wonderful world of Wolfgang Petersen. So guys, so much my videos for next, and bye.